Hello, everyone, and welcome back to History Repeats Itself. I'm Ellis, and for the past few episodes, we have been reporting live from Carthage and Rome. But today, we are going to explore how those events from the Punic Wars thousands of years ago actually relate to our modern day political climate. Last time, we left off talking about Carthage's series of problems. Many of these problems stemmed from their lack of communication, right? All these mercenaries came from different parts of the world, and therefore, they all had different military strategies that they brought with them. Couple that with the fact that they couldn't speak the same language, and yeah, things are not gonna go very well. But today, we have all these tools to be able to communicate with each other no matter what language we speak. We can use Google Translate and instantly I know what you're saying even if you're speaking a different language, right? But in this age of information, we have to figure out what is good and what is bad. Because every time that you interact with social media, it's tracking what do you like, what do you comment on, who do you subscribe to? Hopefully me. And what posts do you scroll past? What posts do you linger on? How long do you stay on the app and what for? And that's to make money, obviously, but it's also to put people who use social media into something called echo chambers. And this is basically putting you into a bubble with people who share your interest. And that sounds pretty nice, right? You know, I like basketball. I'm put into a group of people who like to watch the NBA playoffs. That's great, you know? Go Knicks, right? Sorry, Celtics fans. Bad loss last night. But when we think of this in terms of a political situation, it has many drawbacks, right? Because if you are somebody who leans Democrat and you're being put into a group of people and are being pushed information that is biased towards Democrats, there's a lot of misinformation and preconceived notions that can form from that that's causing so much of the divisiveness that we're seeing in our country today. So we can take this example. This is 3 different variations of a news headline that happened a few months ago where the Trump administration basically repealed act by the EPA that has been set a while ago that the act said that greenhouse gases were endangering the public health. So Trump repealed this act to say that no, in fact, they're not endangering the public health. So if you're someone who is put into a Democratic echo chamber, this is what you're going to see, right? Trump delivers a deadly blow to EPA's ability to regulate climate pollution. Okay, it's emphasizing things like deadly blow and pollution because it's reinforcing the Democrats' opinions that, okay, this is not good. This is reinforcing the Democrats' opinion that this isn't good. It's endangering our public health, and by repealing this law, it's going to cause repercussions. But on the other hand, if you're someone who leans Republican and you're put into a Republican echo chamber, you're going to see Trump admin to repeal Obama-era greenhouse gas finding in large-scale deregulation. If you are somebody who leans MAGA, you're likely not going to take kindly to Obama. So if you see this, you're going to be like, okay, it's great. He's repealing something that was created in the Obama era, right? But in both of these situations, if you're scrolling on your phone, you're likely not going to be like, okay, let me dig deeper. You might read the article, but you're not going to, go and search at an unbiased news source such as BBC that kind of just says, okay, it's a landmark ruling. Okay, landmark could mean it's great. Landmark could also mean it's horrible, right? That's up for the reader to interpret and to look at the facts and form their own opinion. Not something that's, in these 2 cases, being pushed to them by the algorithm and trying to make them feel a certain way. And not only does it kind of take away that human aspect of researching and looking at the facts and coming up with an opinion that's not kind of correlated to, okay, I'm always a Democrat, I always believe this, and this, or I'm always a Republican, I always believe this, and this. but it's also contributing to so much divisiveness. Because if you're a Democrat and you see this is what you see. It's a deadly blow. It's going to cause pollution. And then somebody who's a Republican comes up to you and is like, hey, didn't you see this new act that Trump repealed? Isn't that great? You're going to be like, no. What do you want, pollution? No, it's horrible, right? You're not even going to think. You're just going to be like, wait, I saw this, so that's going to be what happened. But this is biased, right? You didn't take time to ask that person, oh, that's interesting that you think that's good. Tell me more, right? And vice versa, with the other side. So these echo chambers that are being created through social media are contributing to the divisiveness that we're seeing in our political climate today. Because in the Carthaginian times, their problem was they literally could not understand each other. They couldn't make decisions because they didn't know what the person next to them was saying, and they didn't understand the military strategy that they were using. We have all the tools today to understand different languages and to kind of get a glimpse into what a different culture might be like. But now there's a different problem. Do we really understand each other? Do we know what it's like to really go into a conversation or a situation open-minded, rather than just conforming with what we see on the internet and automatically accepting this as like, okay, this is what happened. There's no other explanation and the other side is wrong. Do we have ways where we can revert from that and to look someone who disagrees with us in the eye and ask them, why do you feel this way? I'm curious. I want to learn more. Do we still have that intellectual stimulus within us to be able to do that and to be able to compromise across the aisle and to have healthy debate with somebody who disagrees with us? All right, well, next time we're going to be back reporting live from Carthage and Rome, talking about none other than Marcus Atilius Regulus. So, when the news breaks, you'll hear it here first on History Repeats Itself. Thank you for watching.